Well, Canada joining the UK today and giving their stamp of approval on Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine. And tomorrow, the United States could do the very same thing. Our Annie Sutowski leads us off this hour to explain how that process works and why doctors say it's the most transparent process they've ever seen, Annie.
Yeah, Doug, the FDA is set to meet starting tomorrow at 9 a.m. And they're really going to be talking to an advisory panel made up of top medical experts who are really going to give an outside perspective, an outside opinion on this vaccine. Infectious disease doctors I spoke with here in West Michigan say that independent panel is really going to be key in adding an extra layer of trust and transparency in getting a vaccine approved.
The scrutiny on this thing is intense.
And likely the biggest thing on people's minds across the world as the FDA meets Thursday to discuss approving a COVID-19 vaccine, following in the footsteps of the UK, who started vaccinations Tuesday, and Canada, who approved Pfizer's vaccine Wednesday.
From someone who looks at the basic science and the data, I've been super optimistic.
Doctors Andrew Jameson and Liam Sullivan, infectious disease specialists from Mercy and Spectrum Health, say the magnifying glass couldn't be bigger on this process.
They're going to do their best not to make a mistake with this because they know if they screw this up, it's a disaster. It's a complete catastrophe.
And by they, Dr. Sullivan means the advisory council that the FDA will be listening to and peppering with questions.
They're independent. They don't work for the government. They work for academic institutions and other institutions across the country. So they're going to be less susceptible to, other pressures, so to speak, political pressures, if you want to put it that way.
Both Pfizer and Moderna turned in their data weeks ago, so they've already had time to review it. But Dr. Jameson says they'll be looking much deeper.
They get all the notes from the doctors. They get all the patient encounter visits from the sites that are doing the vaccine. So they actually get all of the raw data and reinterpret it and reanalyze it themselves for efficacy. So they don't just believe what the drug manufacturers tell them.
This meeting representing a possible turning point in the pandemic.
There's probably been no class of drugs more important to the history of medicine than vaccinations.
And doctors hope the amount of oversight involved in this process reassures people that any approved vaccine will be safe.
They are well aware of the scrutiny of this vaccine, and I can pretty much guarantee you they are not going to say yes to this vaccine unless they all feel very comfortable with it and feel, yes, this is ready to go. Yes, this is safe. Yes, it has met all the rigorous standards for safety and efficacy that we should have in vaccine trials.
So if the FDA does end up approving Pfizer's vaccine at the end of that hearing, officials with Operation Warp Speed have said that they would be ready to start distribution within a 24-hour period. That entire FDA meeting that is happening tomorrow starts at 9 a.m. It goes to 6 p.m. And the whole thing is actually public, so you can watch it for yourself on the FDA's website. It'll also be on a YouTube channel and other social media platforms. All of those are linked right now on fox17online.com. Doug, back to you.